Hello, welcome to Agric today on ARCN Television, Abuja, Nigeria, your first agricultural TV here in the West Africa. I am Khadija Oluwatoyin. In a bid to address the issues of food security in Nigeria and alleviate poverty, create job opportunities and inclusiveness of youth and women in the agriculture sector, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has formally flagged off the 2023 National Agricultural Show. Speaking at the event held at the National Agricultural Showground, Nasarawa State on Tuesday, with the theme towards the realization of Presidential Declaration of Emergency on Food Security. The President, who was represented by the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, revealed that the show was geared towards showcasing Nigeria's abundant agricultural potentials, resources and products, consolidating past achievements, as well as identifying challenges faced by the sector and charting the way forward for the development of agriculture in the country.
Let me start by expressing my appreciation to the National Agricultural Foundation of Nigeria for hosting the 2023 and 15th edition of the National Agricultural Show theme towards realization of the Presidential Declaration of Emergency on Food Security. It is my pleasure to state that the choice of this year's theme is greatly relevant, as it accentuates not just the goal of this show, but brings to mind the priorities of the renewed hope agenda of the present administration that are core to the mandates of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. I am therefore delighted to participate in the opening ceremony of this very important annual event. You are all aware of the 3-year economic revival plan, which emerged from the inaugural Federal Executive Council meeting chaired by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, on August 28, 2023. The plan, which is anchored on an 8-point agenda, is targeted at addressing Nigeria's socio-economic challenges. 4 key priorities of this renewed hope agenda are core to the mandates of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. For the avoidance of doubt, the following presidential priorities are our core agenda and are well aligned with the mandates and operations of our ministry. Number 1, food security. Number 2, economic growth and job creation. Number 3, poverty eradication. Number 4, inclusivity for youths and women, an enabling environment for individuals, groups, and the private sector to participate in governance and economic activities. Accordingly, and going forward, we commit to ensuring that all programs and initiatives of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security are completely aligned to attaining these 4 presidential priorities. The importance of agriculture is fundamental for food security and ensuring sustainability and resilience in food systems. I want to use this opportunity, therefore, to assure all our stakeholders that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has demonstrated total commitment and political will to transform the agriculture sector of our dear country by making food security the #1 presidential priority of his agenda. Addressing issues on food security require the coordinated support of meaningful engagement of stakeholders. Towards delivering on the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, our ministry aims to engage with other ministries, departments and agencies and state governments towards addressing all issues impacting the attainment of our national food security objectives. We also remain committed to promoting and creating synergy between non-governmental organizations and the private sector to enhance efforts at ensuring food security, economic growth, job creation, and poverty reduction in line with the presidential priorities. Our immediate and short-term plans entail developing a standard framework and guide for ease of doing agriculture and food security operations, business, projects in Nigeria, In this regard, robust stakeholder analysis that will produce a working stakeholder map showing who does what, where, and how, and what are the mutually beneficial areas for the smallholder farmers, large-scale farmers, processors, marketers, and organized private sector is already being worked out. Accordingly, we note with great admiration that the National Agricultural Show, which started in 2007 under the leadership of our dear father, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, as a collaborative effort between the National Agricultural Foundation of Nigeria, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, All Farmers Association of Nigeria, and Nasarawa State Government, is geared towards showcasing Nigeria's abundant agricultural potential, resources, and products, consolidating past achievements, identifying challenges facing the sector, and charting the way forward for the development of agriculture in Nigeria. Agricultural shows have a long history worldwide. Activities in events present spin-off benefits to the gathering of all stakeholders in the sector by serving a high-level platform for business-to-business linkage, technology transfer, knowledge exchange, public-private collaboration, and policy discourse amongst participants drawn from all walks of life. Over time, agricultural shows have become veritable tools for showcasing latest developments within the agricultural sector. It brings people together to network, to do business, and to give the public a glimpse into the farming life. It also provides a hub for the farming and rural community to meet, exchange ideas, and above all, have a few days away from the farms. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to acknowledge that the rich heritage and history of the farming sector, which provides the main source of livelihood for the majority of Nigerians, is adequately promoted by this annual event. It is therefore hoped that the show will create the needed attention to the unprecedented challenges that affect suitability of the food and agricultural systems, and spur wide stakeholder participation in the application of latest knowledge, practices, and new approaches in agriculture in order to achieve sustainable food security in Nigeria. Organizing an agricultural show is usually a significant undertaking. An incredible amount of hard work is necessary to create such unique events and ensure they are successful. I therefore commend Nasarawa State Government, the National Agricultural Foundation of Nigeria, All Farmers Association of Nigeria, and indeed all the participants that have come from far and wide, and the numerous stakeholders who have made this event come to reality. I am particularly proud of the Nigerian farmers and will be delighted to see them celebrated in this show. It is my sincere hope that this event will translate into a viable opportunity that will make our farming more efficient, profitable, and sustainable to achieve security for all. And standing here before you representing Mr. President, on this note, I wish to formally flag off the 2023 National Agricultural Show in Nigeria today and welcome you all to this very important annual event.
Also speaking at the event, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Dr. Emmanuel Akabe, said the blessings of agriculture is enormous, hence youth should tap into these potentials. Amongst other discussions at the event is the need for investors to come forward and the enactment of Right to Food Bill.
I am honored to welcome His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, to the 2023 National Agricultural Show taking place here in Tudunwada, Karu local government area of Nasarawa State. Your Excellency's presence at this occasion is no doubt a testimony of your commitment to revolutionize agriculture in line with your economic diversification drive for socio-economic development. Similarly, I welcome all of you who are part of this epoch-making event. I specifically welcome the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Senator Kyari, to this all-important occasion. It is also my pleasure to recognize the presence of all of you who are here, captains of industries, chief executives of boards and parastatals, as well as eminent personalities and stakeholders, including farmers who have come to share their ideas and experiences and to also showcase the agricultural produce at this auspicious occasion. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, it is gratifying to point out that the timing of this show resonates with our collective commitment to ensure food security and value addition. This year's event is therefore critical, considering our collective resolve to restore the lost glory of agriculture as one of the major contributors to the gross domestic product and foreign exchange earners to our dear nation. This is my belief, His Excellency, Mr. President, has recently approved, this is why I believe, His Excellency, Mr. President, has recently approved the immediate release of fertilizers and grains to farmers and households to mitigate the effects of the fuel subsidy removal. I commend Mr. President's resolve to ensure the urgent synergy between the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Water Resources to ensure adequate irrigation of farmlands and to guarantee all year-round food production. I'm also aware the National Commodity Board is mandated to ensure continuous review of food prices as well as maintain a strategic food reserve that will be used as a price stabilization mechanism for critical grains and other food items. On our part, it becomes incumbent on us individually and collectively to support Mr. President in this quest to ensure that agriculture assumes its rightful place. This is more so that God has blessed us with arable land for the production of a variety of crops. It is important to state that Nigeria is endowed with human resources, mostly populated by the youth. In this regard, I implore our youth to engage in agricultural practice with a view to achieving a twin goal of being employed and enriching our nation with food value chain that will ensure food security and endanger industrialization of our dear nation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as stakeholders, it behoves on all of us to, in our peculiar terrains, compliment Mr. President's gesture in this direction. I enjoined us to initiate policies and programs that will not only enhance agricultural production, but will also make our respective states major producers of particular crops that will have comparative advantage on, thereby adding value to our national economy in order to attract investors to our folds. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, let me use this opportunity to share our experience in Nasarawa State. As an agrarian society, Nasarawa State has identified different soil fertilities suitable for the cultivation of peculiar and particular crops. This is aimed at producing such crops in commercial quantities. It is in this regard that our cooperation with Olam Farms has since begun to yield appreciable results. As a result of this partnership, Nasarawa State is one of the largest producers of rice in the whole of Africa. In addition, we recently commissioned the rice processing incubation plant in Lafia, the capital of Nasarawa State, aimed at processing the commodity for domestic use and export. We have endeavored to woo investors who are investing in different areas of agricultural sector. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as you're all aware, agriculture remains the cornerstone for the sustainable socio-economic development of our dear country. It is a hub through which we can achieve a tripartite benefit of creating employment, generating wealth, as well as establishing industries that process agricultural produce for consumption and exportation. This endeavor is not the responsibility of government alone. I therefore call on stakeholders, including captains of industries and our development partners, to invest massively in agriculture. It is only in this way that we can transform Nigeria into a vital country for food security and value chain addition. At this juncture, let me once again commend the National Agricultural Foundation of Nigeria, the federal as well as state governments for facilitating the staging of the 2023 Agricultural Show. I also salute participants who have come from far and wide to showcase their produce. I have no doubt that this year's event will provide another unique opportunity to cross-fertilize ideas with a view to transforming the agricultural sector for socio-economic development.
All the participants from different states under the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria institutes were on ground and showcased what they have done so far in ensuring that the sector moves forward.
We have various products that we produce from the college to show our own contribution to agricultural development of Nigeria. We have different products that we have brought, from our grains up to our vegetable processes and the drying method we have been having. I came here with my staff, and I'm sure they are going to, our chief technology is going to make more explanation on the products, that you can see what we are able to display. On behalf of the ARCN, we really appreciate the invitation given to us to come to extend and show our products to the world.
At NIOT, we have the mandate to conduct research into genetic improvement, production, processing, and marketing of fruits, vegetables, spices of nutritional and economic importance. So for the show today, we have our technology that we have developed from National Agricultural Research Institute. We have produced improved varieties of vegetables, such as okra, as you can see here. This is also okra. We have amaranth, we have celosia, we have kokoros. Also, no, we have okra there, we have amaranth. Okra is a fruit vegetable. Amaranth is a leafy vegetable. Kokoros too is a leafy vegetable. So we have developed it from National Agricultural Research Institute. They are high yielding. So we recommend it for our stakeholders in vegetable value chain. Then additionally, the Institute has released 3 varieties of tomato. In January this year, we have Otitom 1, Otitom 2, and Otitom 3. The pictures are there. The 3 varieties, they are high yielding, they are tolerant to fusarium root and root knot nematode, they have high nutrients, and they are adaptable to different agroecological zones, and they have good shelf life from 10 to 15 days. Then in order to reduce or to control the menace of tomato leaf Ebola or tomato leaf miner, the Institute has developed NIOT tutor trap tray. So this tray is able to control the adult tutor, most especially during the heat period of this infestation of disease. Then in addition to it, NIOT has also developed biopesticide. The name of the biopesticide is NIOT Liptor. So in conjunction with the tray, it is able to minimize and control tutor on tomato. Then additionally, we have developed value-added products from oranges, from pineapple, in order to minimize post-harvest losses. So here we have our pineapple juice and we have our orange juice. The other value-added products developed include, we have our plantain flour. In order to, during the peak season of production, there will be excess supply in the market. But with these products now, we have been able to promote the value chain of the commodity. We have produced these value-added products. Then this is purple slices, also from our research. We have it just to add value to the commodity and improve on their shelf life. Now it has done that too. Then this is garlic. This is very easy to use. It has been dried, and by drying it now we have elongated the shelf life. Then we have our tomato dry slices too, because we adopt value chain approach from farm to table. So we have We have processed tomato into these dry slices in order to minimize and reduce post-harvest losses, most especially during the peak season. Then we have antioxidant tea too. Now has produced antioxidant tea from teferia, from lemongrass, from sabdarifa. It has also been developed by the institute. And we also have our tomato powder here, well packaged. So that this one now, with it now, we are able to minimize post-harvest losses. Then we have bouillon cube. This is bouillon cubes made from garlic and ginger. This is very good. There is no chemical in it. We use natural preservatives. So yes, they are seasoning. Then these are our juices too, our pineapple juice and our citrus juice. Then these are our dry products. We call it preserves. They are also produced from the institute, from National Horticultural Research Institute. This is pineapple wine, produced by National Horticultural Research Institute, made from pineapple fruit. Then this is tomato wine, made from fresh tomato. This is one of the innovative products from National Horticultural Research Institute. It's alcoholic. But we are also working on the process in which we are going to de-alcoholize this one. So work is still ongoing on it. Then this is our natural soap from plantain waste. We are converting waste into wealth. So we use plantain waste now to produce this natural soap. And this is very good on our skin. It's a natural soap. We are creating wealth from waste.
You were asking about aviation fuel and all that. Yeah, well, I wouldn't like to say anything concrete, definite about that yet, because work is still ongoing. Okay, just like the minister said, saw people pouring palm oil and to run generators and all that, to avoid people going into that and destroying most of their equipment. We need to do something about it, and I've just told him that definitely we'll make statements about that very soon as an institution. Okay. However, the issue of the aviation fuel thing, that has been tested. It has, they've tested it in Indonesia, running aeroplane with jet fuel mixed with palm oil. All right, but I can't say anything concrete about that because I don't want to mislead people. But however, I can assure you that within the shortest limited time, we are going to make comments about that.
Conversations. I think there's been a lot of discussions. It's now the time to actually bring everything together. I mean, this agriculture show, it's marvelous in my view, and I think we can take it a step further. I mean, it's so interesting to see mechanization, to see improved yields. I mean, I saw a tuber of yam this big, I've seen improved seeds. So this is all well and good, but where we need to take it forward now is for the private sector to drive this process, to actually turn all of these innovations and these achievements into money, into wealth. And having the private sector both at the national and international level to be involved in this is important. So what I would have loved to see now going forward from this agri-food show is a number of deal rooms where we are having conversations with foreign money, talking about how do we expand production, how do we create additional linkages, how do we exploit export opportunities that are available. At the end of the day, how do the common farmers that are here actually end up making money subsequently as a result of a platform like this. So that's the take home for me. The Nigeria Agribusiness Group is in partnership with the Agriculture Foundation and the All Farmers Association, and going forward we'll be looking to see how the private sector can play a critical role in actually practicalizing the food security discussions we've been having.
Okay, in like a moment, can you tell us what the group does?
So the NEBG is an umbrella platform for all private sector organizations doing business, doing agri-business, right? So we champion the activities both at the national, state, and in a lot of cases the local level to ensure that agri-businesses do business seamlessly, without issues, without problems. So work on policy, work on inclusion, work on access to finance and access to markets is the purview of the Agribusiness Group. And we work through membership organizations and through private sector organizations themselves to ensure that they end up doing business without hitches. I agree, yes, we need to actually transform the conversations into practical actions, and that's where the NABG comes in, right? We influence policy, but at the same time we want to champion implementation. So we're in partnership with the policymakers, with service providers, with agribusiness companies, with local farmers associations to transmit the conversations that have been had at the national level to ensure its adoption and its implementation at the state level in a way that everyone understands that the benefit at the end of the day is for the rural farmer, is for the common farmer.
The take-home for the Agric show is the urgent need to address issues of food security, and which the minister said requires the coordinated support and meaningful engagement of stakeholders towards delivering on the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. On that note, we wrap it up on Agric Today for this week. Join us again, same time, same station next week. Don't forget to reach out to our YouTube page, which is ARSN TV and Radio on YouTube, to get all important information as regards to the agricultural sector in Nigeria and of course around the world. I am Khadija Oluwatoyin. I'm saying thank you for watching.